Hey friends, welcome to my channel. This is Living Crafty and Cozy and my name is Audra. At the beginning, I just want to say don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. Today, we are doing Pottery Barn dupes. To get started, we are going to be doing the ghost dog that they came out with, and it is so cute, and I wanted to see if I could do this on the cheap, just myself at home. So I just grabbed one of my kids' stuffed animals here. This is Rudolph. And I really just needed something with the shape head that the dog had, because mostly the fabric drapes from the head. And I just glued him to this stand here really quick because he wasn't quite tall enough on his own. So I'm just hot gluing him down to the stand, making sure he's standing upright. And then I'm taking this pack of fairy lights here and just wrapping him around the front and around the neck, a little over the head. You guys could always add more fairy lights if you wanted to. I just thought the one strand was good enough. And then I'm just taking this cloth that was a Dollar Tree ghost and one of their $1.25 ghosts that had like the foam head and arms underneath. I just removed the foam head and I'm taking the drape because it's already cut to a really like jagged edge at the bottom there, so it looks like a drapey ghost cloth at the bottom. It's perfect. So and then I'm just pulling back the fabric to get a nice fit around the face, so when I paint his face on, it'll be kind of like right where I need it to be without moving. And then this is where I took my liberty here, my creative liberty, and I just took two of the cream colored maple leaves that they had from, I think I bought this a couple years ago from Dollar Tree. I think they still have similar items though. And I just made the ears out of the maple leaves, and I think it looks so incredibly cute. And this was so simple. I just took a black paint and a really tiny fine point paintbrush and just painted on his nose, his mouth, and eyes. As you can see, my paintwork isn't like the most perfect, but it got the likeness across. And just, you know, take your time with it and get in there. You could probably do this with a magic marker as well. Excuse me, not magic marker, but a permanent marker as well, like a Sharpie. And there he is, standing outside in front of my pumpkins, and he just looks so incredibly cute. I love that I'm going to have a little ghost dog on the front porch this year. He's adorable. And you can see that I kind of let some of that fabric go, and so it's draping more off of his nose than being gathered around his neck. I think he's so cute. DIY number 2, the skeleton cheese board. So I am taking this cheese tray that I already had from IKEA. It was a really, it was a pretty cheap one, I think $6 or so. And you can see it's been well loved. You guys can start off with something nice and new. I was like, nah, we'll just use this one. There's no need to go out and buy another one. What I did go out and buy was this skull and this 2 set of hands. And I didn't have any silver paint like the skeleton cheese board from Pottery Barn, but I did have copper. And I thought it would look really cool if I just kind of dabbed some black paint all over it and then wiped up the excess. And it just kind of looks like a very dingy copper look. And so I did all of that, both hands in the face, and then I'm just cutting down my head to lay more flat. We want it to look like more up than angled down. So I cut off that excess there in the back, and then I'm just hot gluing my skeleton head to the cheese tray and then going after the hands. Believe it or not, the ends of those hands snapped off really easy. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was like, how am I going to get this part off? And I was trying with scissors. No, they just snapped right off, right in the perfect spot. So I am just going ahead and gluing down the hands. And here's what everything looks like filled in. This is my charcuterie. And I just think it looks so fantastic. The one from Pottery Barn, I think, is like $60 or something. And for me, because I already had like most of the product, it cost me under $5 to do this whole thing. I was definitely excited about that. And I actually really, really like the way it looks too. Moving on, number 3 is my attempt to do the twiggy trees. I do want to say I wish I would have bought enough product to make it taller. I really like the taller trees, but I went ahead and just got enough product just to make like one of the shorter trees. It still looks good. I really like the way the taller one looks. So I'm just starting off with this Halloween tree. I thought I had bought it in all black, but I had not. But it's fine. I just wanted to use it as the base anyways. So I'm taking all of these twiggy branches that I bought from Dollar Tree, the black sparkly twiggy branches, and just zip tying them with black zip ties to the base of the tree. And I just kind of, look around and play around with it and see where each piece needs to go, where it needs to be filled in. Now, the Pottery Barn trees are a little bit sparse, so I didn't want to overcrowd it. So you can see where, some places will be more sparse. You can always fill it in more if that's what you like. You could cut the branches down some if you wanted to. And it's just really up to you. And then you could do like purple branches. You could do, I think they have like that orange gold look color in the branches from Dollar Tree. And how many stems did I use here? I want to say I used under 10. So you could probably get yourself one of these trees for under $10. And you really just got to move things around and play with them and zip tie, turn it around, look again, and keep zip tying. And there you have it, easy peasy. And I probably will end up adding some fairy lights to it, but I think they look pretty great. Moving on to number 4 is the black maple wreath. This maple wreath does have a spider web in the middle of it. The one on Pottery Barn looks a little more like a fine yarn that they shaped into a spider web, but I just decided to go ahead with this bigger black piece from Dollar Tree, the really popular spider webs here. And I am just attaching it to this wreath form that I already had, and I am wrapping the base around. This step is optional. I don't know that I found it super helpful because the leaves filled in so much. I just wasn't knowing what to expect. So you can either use a scarf or a drape or some sort of fabric to tie around, or you don't have to. And then I'm just doing the same thing here. I am taking these black zip ties and just going section by section. These black maple leaves from Dollar Tree are so hard to find right now. Can I just tell you, I looked at so many different Dollar Trees. I know I had seen them before, and then they were gone. The second I turned around, they were all gone from everywhere. And I just so happened to find some the other day. So they have some that are just without any glitter on them, and then they have the glittery ones. So I decided to do a mix. You guys don't have to do a mix. You could do all glitter, you could do all plain. But I just decided to mix it up, and I think it looks so super cute. Actually, it's really pretty. Not even like cute, it's very pretty. And I never thought I'd be saying that about a black maple leaf wreath. But it really is, actually. I just need to find the right size spider to put on it. I think a spider would be the right touch for this. And I just added my fairy lights to it, and it's big, it's beautiful. And I want to say, how many did I use? I don't know, between 10 and 12 pieces of the sprays of leaves. So, yeah, you can get this wreath for 12 bucks. Or make it yourself for 12 bucks. It's really so pretty. Number 5 is the bat rug. This one, I wanted to do it. I thought it looked really cute. I'm like, I think I can do this out of these Dollar Tree mats. I couldn't find any in black, so I had to spray paint them. And then I'm cutting them down to just be flush with each other and flipping them over and taping the backs, top and across. Taping it down, turning it back over. And so I have 4 large mats. And then I just have a white marker here that I am using to trace in where I'm going to paint. And I pulled out my image from Pottery Barn there, and I'm just literally tracing off of what I see. And it's a pretty simple image, trust me. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm not fantastic at this stuff anyways, but it's a pretty simple image to follow because you're just doing like basically the skeletal frame of a bat there. And this ended up being so big. I did end up doing one as a test run to see how well I could trace it out on just one single mat. And I ended up keeping that at one of my other doors because it turned out so cute too. But it's just much smaller. This one ended up being huge, but I still love it. I still love it. So I'm just getting those legs drawn in. Go ahead and do the second wings there. And the way you do the wings, you want to make sure that they're going to end up, you're going to be able to scallop through the different tips with the scissors. So you're going to want, like, you know, for each line you draw, the next one's going to be longer, the next one's going to be longer until you got to the bottom. And then I'm just taking some apple barrel paint that I already had on hand, and I would say dab it in because the fabric does sort of absorb and eat up some of that paint. So you can brush it on, but you're better off just kind of doing a mixture of dabbing and brushing. And now I'm just taking my scissors and cutting along the edges, find out where I'm going to be doing my scallops through the bat wing tips. You're really just scalloping that bottom edge there, and then along the top you're just outlining that wing, and then you're going to cut little ears into the black part. So the ears don't have any white, according to the image from the catalog. It's just the black mat that you're cutting into ears. And that's how I finished it. I think it looks great. You guys will probably be able to do even better than me. But I was actually super psyched at how well it turned out. And for like $4, you can't beat that, you know? And moving on to number 6, this is the ghost mirror, the viral ghost mirror. So I went and I thrifted this great gothic looking mirror at Habitat for Humanity, and I got it for $13. And let me tell you, this thing is the heaviest mirror piece of anything that should be hanging on a wall that you've ever felt. Like, it's insanely heavy. But I was able to attach some other pieces that I had thrifted, some scrolly black leaves and some black foam roses from Dollar Tree. Oh my goodness, the mirror ended up turning out so beautiful. And I spray painted it because it was like an oak finish when I first bought it. And I just ended up spray painting it. And then I thrifted these sheer drapes, like really sheer cream drapes. And I'm just cutting. And I took it along the edge. You're just wanting to glue the shape of the head of the ghost. I think I made mine a little too broad, to be honest with you. I think it would have looked better to be a little bit more narrow, but it looks all great at the end. And then I'm just draping some some fairy lights around the outline of the ghost to make it all look lit up, and at the bottom. And I can't stress enough how important it is to cut your material and make it look rough, and just cut in some frayed edges at the bottom, and so it'll catch the fan and just look so perfect. And I just painted on those eyes, and there you have it. It's not it's not holographic, but it's not $400 either. For about $20, you can make something that looks really great and spooky, and will be such a great piece for a Halloween party, decor, wherever you want to use it. It's just going to look sensational. It's giving like Beauty and the Beast mirror to me. I don't know. I just think it's so beautiful, and I was really happy with it. And like I said, it's not an exact likeness, but for $20, I think that will work for me. And there you have it. There's everything all together. It's spooky, it's wonderful, it's Pottery Barn at a fraction of the cost. You guys can do it too. And I was so excited to put this together. Look at that little dog ghost. It's so cute. Well, that's it for this video. And thank you guys for coming out to watch. And please stay tuned. I have so many other DIYs for Halloween and the upcoming holidays. You're not going to want to miss it. So please like, subscribe, comment. It all helps my channel. And I would love to engage with you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.